What is the most important animal in the world, the most valuable for human existence? No, it is not the cow, despite the fact that it gives us meat and milk and leather. It is not the chicken, despite giving us meat and eggs. No, the most valuable animal on this earth to humans is the humble bee. Why is the humble bee the most important animal in the world? The bee is the most important animal in the world because it is able to do work that is directly linked to production of food for humans. Bees in an ecosystem do the following services. They are able to pollinate flowers. Pollinating flowers allows these plants to be able to produce fruit and seed. Fruit that is important for animals that consume this fruit, including humans and other animals in the habitat. They are also producing seed that helps the individual plant to propagate. Why is this important? Because bees provide the first and the most important role, which is in maintaining an ecosystem. They are able to ensure that other animals and plants survive. Without flowers being pollinated, we would not be able to have these same plants propagate. We would not be able to have these fruits that we need for our own consumption, for the consumption of animals and other plants. And remember, in an ecosystem, there are producers, then there are consumers, then there are others that eat others as the chain goes up. So when one form, especially the lowest form in an ecosystem, dies out, we are able to see mass die-offs of other animals in existence in an ecosystem. So bees are the most important and the most valuable animal in the world. They're so important that countries in Europe, like Germany, charge you a fine of 5,000 euros if you killed just one bee. They're so important that fruit and vegetable gardens and other farming practices reduce significantly, up to more than 50%, when these animals are not available to pollinate these plants. It is also extremely expensive to try to use other means to pollinate flowers to be able to increase food production. It has been tried in the apple growing and fruit business, and it has been a constant battle to try to match up the productivity of bees in producing the food that they need. So bees are extremely important. We also depend on bees to be able to provide us with honey. Honey that has been extremely important for the survival of human beings because it has been the most readily available food for humans and other animals. Remember, because they provide an opportunity for other plants and animals to thrive, they also provide an opportunity for humans to be able to get as much value from their farming business. So what do we need to safeguard these valuable members of our ecosystem and farming businesses? One, we need to keep away from chemicals. Chemicals have been known to kill off these animals massively. We also know that noise is another factor that leads to extinction of hives and communities of bees. The exact reason why we may never know. The other thing is water has become extremely polluted. Water that these bees depend on for their own survival. So when this water is laced with chemicals and other residues, we lose these bees because of death. Then the other thing is when there is not a balance in the flowers. So we only have one type of flower for big miles and miles of land. When you do not have a sustainable mix in the flowers, then we make these bees susceptible to death when this one plant does not thrive. So ladies and gentlemen, for us to be able to survive and to thrive in the farming business, we need to safeguard these humble, important, and productive members of our farming business. They do not ask of us for money or compensation, yet they are the ones who do most of this work. So that is the most valuable animal on this earth, and the most valuable to humans and their existence. So play your part, safeguard, protect, and ensure that the bee survives, because its survival, our survival, is pegged on its survival. Thank you. Remember to subscribe to the channel, to like this video, and to comment so that I can be able to know that I have